Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Sunday, October 4th, 2009, and today we're reading in 2 Chronicles Chapter 3. And as always, before I begin, I encourage you to read the chapter through for yourself, see what you get from it, email us, and we'll put it on the blog. But we see in this chapter is talking further more about the house of the Lord that Solomon is building. And what stood out to me was just one verse that talks about the weight of the nails. And it says that the nails were made of gold. And it kind of really stood out to me that, I know the house of the Lord they're building is, the splendor of it, it's beautiful, everything is like first class, but now even the nails were made of gold. And I don't know if they mentioned it before, but I didn't quite catch it before, but I realized from reading today's chapter that the nails were made of gold. So it was kind of amazing to me that, everything down to the nails were of the finest quality of goods or whatever. And it just reminded me of a lesson that we can get from this, and something I've learned from when I was younger from my parents, or I've seen them practice, and what they do, or what they did when I was younger, was, when you get something, you want to get something that's made of quality. Because, imagine in the temple, if everything was made of, the finest quality, but then, you get down to the nails, it was made of some inferior product, then that would be like the weakest point, or the sore eye, or whatever, in the house of the Lord, because that thing was not made of the highest quality of goods. So everything in the temple was made of such exquisite material. And like I said, the lesson that we can get from this is just as we're getting things, as we're buying things, as we're purchasing things, you want to get the highest quality of goods, because when you get the highest quality of goods, then the best materials went into it, and you know what, that's going to last you even that much longer. And this is a lesson I learned from my parents, that they didn't look for cheap stuff, and my mother especially really didn't like to get cheap stuff, or she didn't want to buy something that was considered cheap, because when you get something cheap, you know what, then it's going to last you like something that's cheap, and it's not going to, down the road, it's not going to be worth it. So it's better to get something of higher quality, something that you may spend more at the beginning, at the initial point, but then you know what, it'll last you that much longer, and it'll be better for you that much longer. So it's okay for you to get something that may be inexpensive, which is different. It can be something that is of good value throughout, but then you get it at a good price, inexpensive, but not to get something cheap, because when you buy something cheap, that's what you're going to get, and you're going to regret it down the road, because it won't last you as long. So that's what it kind of reminded me as I was reading this chapter, that they didn't shortchange anything in this temple. They even made the nails out of gold, and everything was the finest quality. And the lesson that I'm bringing today is, when we get stuff, when we have to buy something, we want to get things of quality, things that are going to last, things that are made of good material, because then it'll last us that much longer. And like I said at the beginning, I encourage you, read the chapter for yourself, because I'm sure you can get other stuff from it. The lesson today was more of a spin-off, I should say, from the actual chapter. But, like I said, there's always something you can learn from these chapters as we're reading. So with that, create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and we'll talk again tomorrow.